Welcome to the 5-Minute English Vocabulary Podcast. My name is Herbert Lee, and I'll be your host. Now you can easily improve your vocabulary without memorizing long lists of boring words, and still develop a powerful command of English. You'll learn the origin of words, or etymology, told as easy-to-remember stories. You'll also hear some jokes, and learn some idioms as well. Episode 43, Choice Words, Part 1. Are you tired of living in a world where words like amazing and awesome have infiltrated every conversation, leaving no room for imagination or creativity? Do you yearn for the days when language was rich with nuanced expressions and vibrant vocabulary? Well, my friend, fear not, for here is an episode that will indulge your penchant for linguistic marvels and cater to your proclivity for the artful use of words. Proclivity, Proclivity. The word proclivity has its roots in the Latin word proclivitas, which can be broken down into two parts. Pro, meaning forward or in favor of, and clivus, meaning slope or incline. The combination of these two roots gives us the sense of a leaning or inclination towards something. This reflects the meaning of proclivity in English, as it refers to a natural tendency or predisposition towards a particular behavior, action, or preference. So, the etymology of proclivity suggests that it describes a propensity or disposition to lean towards or have an inclination for something. It is often used to describe habitual tendencies or affinities that individuals may have. Proclivity, often misunderstood as a fancy word for tendency, can actually be hilariously misinterpreted. It is the innate inclination or natural leaning towards something. But let's have some fun with it and explore unconventional proclivities that might make you raise an eyebrow or chuckle. Picture this. Someone with a proclivity for collecting rubber ducks. Yes, those little yellow bath toys that squeak when squeezed. You might wonder how one develops such an unusual fixation. But hey, to each their own. This person could spend hours scouring garage sales and online marketplaces just to add another quirky duck to their ever-growing collection. And then there's the individual who possesses a proclivity for starting dance parties in the most unexpected places. Picture them walking into a quiet library or a crowded elevator and suddenly breaking out into an impromptu dance routine. Their infectious energy spreads like wildfire as astonished onlookers go from puzzled to tapping their feet in rhythm, transforming mundane moments into memorable ones. These humorous interpretations of proclivities serve as reminders that everybody has unique interests and quirks that make life more colorful and exciting. Embracing these eccentricities can lead us down paths we never imagined existed. After all, where would we be without the collectors of rubber ducks or spontaneous dance party enthusiasts? So here are a few jokes using the word proclivity. Why did the mathematician have a proclivity for angles? Because he just couldn't resist getting acute. My friend has a proclivity for singing in the shower. I guess you can say he's always hitting those high notes when no one's watching. I have a proclivity for overthinking, but I'm trying to quit cold turkey. Unfortunately, my mind keeps relapsing into deep thoughts. Propensity. Propensity. The word propensity has its origins in the Latin word propensitus, which is derived from the verb propendere. Propendere consists of two parts, pro, meaning forward or toward, and pendere, meaning to hang or to weigh. When we combine these two roots, we get the sense of something leaning or hanging towards a particular direction. This perfectly captures the meaning of propensity in English, as it refers to a natural inclination or tendency towards a certain behavior, belief, or preference. In essence, the etymology of propensity suggests that it describes a predisposition or proclivity towards a specific course of action or way of thinking. It implies an inherent tendency to behave or lean in a certain way based on personal characteristics and attributes. Propensity, a rather fancy word that sounds like it belongs in a Shakespearean play or a law textbook. But fear not, for I am here to lighten the mood and provide you with some hilarious definitions of this intriguing term. So let's dive into the comical world of propensity. First off, let's imagine propensity as a mischievous little creature that lives inside our brains. This tiny being is responsible for our weird and quirky habits. It whispers in our ears at the most inconvenient times, compelling us to do things we never thought we would. For example, it might urge you to break into an impromptu dance while waiting in line at the grocery store, or start singing loudly in public restrooms just because it finds it amusing. Another way to look at propensity is by envisioning it as a magnet that attracts us towards peculiar interests and hobbies. You know, those strange obsessions people have with collecting bizarre items like toenail clippings or rubber ducks. Well, we can thank their strong propensities for leading them down these particular paths of fascination. In fact, if you ever come across someone with an unusual collection or interest, you can playfully blame their propensity magnet for drawing them into such an oddity. So there you have it, propensity explored through funny lenses. While its true definition might be more serious and academic sounding, embracing humor allows us to see this word from an entertaining perspective. Here's a joke that incorporates the word propensity. Why did the mathematician have a propensity for telling jokes? Because he always found the right angle for humor. In conclusion, it's clear that humans have an innate penchant for certain activities or interests, whether it's a proclivity for dancing like nobody's watching or an undeniable attraction to devouring copious amounts of chocolate. Our individual quirks and preferences make life interesting and enjoyable. So let's embrace our penchants and proclivities with unabashed enthusiasm. Let's revel in our unique passions and take pleasure in the things that bring us joy. Life is too short to deny ourselves the simple pleasures that make us who we are. So go forth, dear listeners, and indulge your penchants with gusto. After all, what's life without a little whimsy and a lot of fun? Next week, you'll learn more about linguistic preferences. Until then, it's Herbert Lee saying, enjoy your penchants while you can. Bye for now.